So in today's video I'm actually going to show you how to use this lamp and a single sheet of paper to make really simple and professional looking product shots. Get the product of your choice, in my case the headphones, and set everything up. In any case, you need a background and a plate where you can put everything onto. In my case, I use black architect background that I used for another project as my background, and one of my black sound panels as the ground where I lay my product shot object onto. Then you actually set up your light and take out the single sheet of paper and use it as diffusion for the light, because this actually blocks out, or in that case diffuses light really good, so that you get a soft and nice lighting onto your object. If you would only use the light as it is to actually make products, you can see it in my face right now, this is a really harsh light, but if I throw it away from something and actually throw it onto my face, this is a much softer light, and that is what we aim for when we do product shots. Then get yourself something where you can put your camera onto so that it's safe. In my case, it's my standard tripod that I use for everything, my camera right now, and set it up so that it is actually on the same level or slightly above the product that you want to shoot. So if you don't have a tripod or something similar, you can actually go for books or for an Amazon package or something. It only has to be steady for a minute or two, and then this will be over. After we've set up our tripod, make sure you actually use the manual. As I always say, manual is best. Then use the manual settings on your camera and begin focusing on the point on the object, or the subject in that case, that you want to be in focus on. Next is the ISO setting. ISO settings should be pretty low to minimize noise in your image. The lower the better, but don't make it too dark, because then you might actually lose details in the shadows. And now to the part where actually the light and the paper comes into play. If you would put your light directly onto the object, it would look shitty, but if you put it into the piece of paper first, it actually makes the image look much softer. So we're going to do that now, and then you can actually see the difference between harsh light and soft light. And the cool part in that case is you take a photo of that, and afterwards you actually switch sides and put the piece of paper on the other side and the light, and make another photo from this side. And when you're done with that, we go into the editing software, in that case Photoshop. After you've imported the files, we're going to change some things. They came out pretty dark, but that is okay in my case. I'm just going to light them up a bit, and I'm going to change the temperature from 5 to 4000 to get a bit more blue and a bit more of that nice black-blue combination that I really like. We're going to up the light a bit. 0.3 is good. We're going to up with the contrast, but only a bit, the light itself, so that the highlights come out. We'll go a bit up there, and the darks, I want them to get a bit more of the highlights. I like it so far, just like that. That's enough. Then we're going to click on it, copy everything that we've done, and we're going to go to the second image and just paste everything that we've done. And now we're going to export both of those files into Photoshop. So now that we are in Photoshop, it's actually becoming even easier than before. You go onto one of the images, you see this lock down there, just double click on the layer, and then you can actually move it around, take the image, drag it over into the other timeline. Can name it if you want to. 1 and 2 is always a good naming scheme. So the one on top is actually the second image, and if we go onto opacity and actually drop down the opacity, you can see they are evenly lit. Holy shit, but how can I actually make both images come together nicely? No problem. It's called masks. Masks. One of the oldest things and one of the first things that I've learned to use while being in art school. There are two different types of masks. We have the reveal all and the hide all mask. Or you can have the hide all mask, which actually does everything in reverse. It's black and you draw with white on it and everything comes up again. In our case, we're going to use the reveal all because we just want to flush out parts of the image that we don't want so that it becomes much better. So we take the reveal all, you see it's a white mask down here. You have black already selected. Then you take the brush tool and take a really soft brush. You need a kind of big brush, hardness to 0, and then you just click for a second and then you can actually see, okay, in that case I want this image here to come back, so I actually click inside the mask. If you want to change it back, so damn, I think I missed something or I killed something or that wasn't supposed to happen, then just press X and X just turns the colors around, so back and foreground colors. In my case I need white to actually get that back into the image, and I want the background there to come back as well, so I'm going to change the I'm going to change the opacity, evenly lit image. So, pretty simple thing actually, right? You can actually take your own product shots with it. You can actually make cool YouTube thumbnails with it and actually up your thumbnail game in that case. And you can actually sell, if you want to, product shots with just one light and make some stuff for companies if you know how to use light and your photo tool in that case. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, and I think that's all for today. And if you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button. That would be highly appreciated. And we'll see us in the next video. My name was Leech. Until then,